In 1814, a beer flood in London resulted in the deaths of 8 people. A brewery vat burst, unleashing 1.475 million liters, 388,000 gallons of beer into the streets. The sheer force of the beer caused buildings to collapse and drown unfortunate bystanders.
Did you know? Victor Hugo's brothel bonanza, the day Paris's prostitutes took off to mourn. Victor Hugo slept with many prostitutes. When he died, all the brothels in Paris closed to mourn him. Napoleon's wife had a friend called government property because she slept with many ministers of state. A Scottish aristocrat named Thomas Urquhart died from laughing too hard at his own joke about someone else's death. A guy named Thomas Fitzpatrick once stole a plane and landed it on a narrow street in Manhattan just to show off. He did it again 2 years later because someone didn't believe him.
Prepare for a journey into the shadows of the past, where history's most chilling secrets lie hidden. Did you know? Those elegant, powdered wigs and beauty marks weren't just fashion statements. They concealed the scars of a rampant STD. And then there's King Herod, who took obsession to a new level by preserving his wife's body in honey and, well, you can imagine the rest. Even soldiers faced grim realities. Prostitution during WWI took a dark turn, with syphilis becoming a ticket out of the trenches. In WOE, the U.S. considered dyeing Mount Fuji black, a twisted tactic to mess with the minds of the enemy. But amidst the darkness, a glimmer of innovation. Sound in movies. The first words ever spoken on screen? You ain't heard nothing yet? History's shadows hold secrets too chilling for textbooks. Stay curious, my friends.
Royal hygiene, or lack thereof. Did you know Queen Elizabeth I bathed once a month, while King Louis XIV of France went a shocking 3 years without a scrub? Queen Elizabeth I, known for her elegance and regal demeanor, had a monthly bathing routine. While it might seem infrequent by today's standards, it was actually more common in her time. Now, on to King Louis XIV, the Sun King himself. Despite his lavish lifestyle, he famously went 3 whole years without bathing. Who needs soap when you have a crown, right? But hygiene practices varied widely among royals and commoners alike. While some royals might have skipped a bath now and then, others were more fastidious. So next time you reach for the soap, remember, cleanliness is indeed next to godliness, even for kings and queens.
World War II wasn't just about heroism. It was a constant dance with death. For these soldiers, love wasn't just a distraction. It was a financial minefield. Uncle Sam paid his boys handsomely, with bonuses for wives and children back home. Savvy British women saw an opportunity. They decided to play the system. A quick trip down the aisle, a charming smile, and a strategically placed wedding ring. American GIs found themselves swept off their feet by whirlwind romances. But they soon realised they were just another name on a list. Shared dreams tainted by suspicion. In this twisted game of love and wartime finances, war bred a new meaning for the phrase gold digger.
Adolf Hitler, the man, the myth, the mystery. But did you know the shocking and unbelievable facts behind this infamous figure? Hitler, the struggling artist, before his tyrannical rise, he dreamt of being a painter but was rejected 3 times from art school. His iconic mustache, it was trimmed to fit under a gas mask during World War I. Practicality at its finest. Hitler, the vegetarian? Yep, he advocated for animal rights despite his atrocities against humanity. But get this, he had a fear of cats. The ruthless dictator feared those fluffy felines. And guess who was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 1939? Hitler, the man who plunged the world into war, was considered for peace. Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing history tidbits. The Ottoman Empire, spanning 600 years until its dissolution after World War I, was a cultural mosaic across Europe, Asia, and Africa. Its iconic architecture, like the Hagia Sophia and Topkapi Palace, reflects its rich heritage. As a trade hub, it connected east and west through the Silk Road. Militarily, it expanded under leaders like Suleiman the Magnificent, famed for its Janissary Corps and cavalry. Genghis Khan's daughters played a crucial role in his strategy, enhancing his power in the east. Employing a tactic known as daughter diplomacy, he orchestrated marriages between his daughters and kings of allied nations. However, these unions came with conditions. Before allowing the marriage, Genghis Khan demanded that the king dismiss any other wives and commit fully to his daughter. Following the marriage, the king was often assigned to military duties in Mongol wars, while Genghis Khan's daughters assumed control over their husbands' kingdoms. Genghis Khan ensured that his son-in-laws fought in the forefront of battles, increasing the likelihood of their demise. Upon their deaths, his daughters inherited their territories, effectively expanding the Mongol Empire's influence. Acting as rulers, their primary responsibility was to safeguard the Mongol homelands, allowing their father to focus on further conquests. It can be said that Genghis Khan's triumph can be attributed, in part, to the strategic use of his widowed daughters. In ancient Egypt, women underwent a peculiar pregnancy test. They had to urinate in two separate bags, one containing barley and the other wheat. If either bag sprouted seedlings, it indicated pregnancy. Furthermore, if barley sprouted first, it was believed to be a boy, while wheat sprouting first indicated a girl. Despite the misconception about determining gender, this test surprisingly boasted a 70% accuracy rate. This was attributed to the presence of estrogen in pregnant women's urine, which stimulated seed growth. Bigfoot's legend is intriguing, but the evidence supporting its existence is shaky. While it's said to be a towering figure, sustaining such a creature in North American forests would be challenging due to food scarcity. Blurry photos and ambiguous footprints don't offer clear proof. And the absence of DNA evidence is striking, given our ability to extract DNA from ancient sources. Until solid evidence emerges, skepticism is warranted, and Bigfoot remains a captivating mystery rather than a confirmed reality. Throughout history, the final words of renowned figures have often carried immense weight and significance. Join us as we delve into the parting words of these iconic personalities, revealing the humanity behind their legacies. Julius Caesar, Et tu, Brute? And you, Brutus? Marie Antoinette. Pardon me, sir, I meant not to do it. Abraham Lincoln. She won't think anything about it. Joan of Arc. Hold the cross high so I may see it through the flames. These last words serve as poignant reminders of the humanity and vulnerability shared by even the most influential figures in history. What would your last words be? Subscribe for more intriguing historical insights. In 1945, Japanese soldiers in Myanmar faced a harrowing dilemma: engage in battle or traverse a hazardous 10-mile swamp. Unfortunately, this marshland was infested with saltwater crocodiles, the largest reptiles on Earth. What followed was history's deadliest clash between man and nature. Amidst rifle shots and agonized screams, soldiers fought desperately against ferocious crocodiles, seeking refuge in nearby trees. Tragically, only 20 out of the 1,000 soldiers who entered the swamp emerged alive, their survival a testament to luck and resilience. Ironically, these survivors were later rescued by the very adversaries they had sought to avoid. This encounter serves as a chilling reminder of the brutal reality of the natural world and the perilous risks inherent in the crucible of war. Step back in time to the 14th century, where one figure stands out as history's epitome of wealth and opulence. Mansa Musa, ruler of the Mali Empire, wasn't just wealthy, he redefined riches through innovative economic strategies and bold ventures. His legendary pilgrimage to Mecca in 1324 wasn't just a religious journey, it was a spectacle of grandeur, with his lavish entourage and gold adornments dazzling all who witnessed it. But beneath the glimmer of gold lay unintended consequences, as his generous distribution of wealth inadvertently shook economies. Today, his fortune, estimated at a staggering $400 billion, cements his status as one of history's wealthiest individuals. Yet beyond his riches, Musa's legacy resonates through trade, diplomacy, and the very fabric of African history, symbolizing the nexus of wealth, power, and influence in medieval times. In the heart of the Asian Holocaust, a Chinese grandfather faces an impossible decision: preserve his family's honor or confront the horrors of war head-on. As Japanese forces invade China during World War II, one family's flight for survival leads them to a bridge, their last hope for escape. but their path is blocked by relentless soldiers, their young granddaughters among them. With the enemy's cruel ultimatum ringing in his ears, the grandfather grapples with a choice no one should have to make: leap to their deaths with honor, or watch their loved ones suffer unimaginable torment. In a moment that will haunt generations, the family's decision speaks volumes about the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unspeakable adversity. Join us as we bear witness to this gripping tale of sacrifice and survival, a reminder of the profound impact of war on the lives it touches. In an age of conquest and conflict, one name emerged from the sands, echoing through history with tales of valor and compassion. This is the story of Saladin, the warrior who conquered with both sword and mercy.
Our mission, justice and unity.
In the 12th century, Saladin, a Kurdish warrior, emerged as a beacon of unity and wisdom in the Middle East. With strategic brilliance, he united Muslim territories, reclaiming lands from Crusader control. In 1187, Saladin captured Jerusalem without bloodshed, earning admiration for his compassion.
Surrender peacefully, and mercy shall be your reward.
Saladin's conquest remains a timeless tale of leadership and compassion.
Ever heard of a Roman emperor who turned gladiator games into a deadly spectacle? Meet Elagabalus. When the arena roared with anticipation, he shocked the crowds by unleashing venomous snakes, relishing in the pandemonium that ensued. But that was just the beginning of his wild reign. Imagine a young ruler, just 14, thrust into power, but instead of wielding it wisely, he went off the rails. He judged officials based on their genitals. And that's just the beginning. Women chained to chariots like horses whipped as they dragged him around, while most kings kept prostitutes for pleasures. Elagabalus dressed as a woman and prostituted himself in brothels. His feasts, invitees, had to fit a certain type, whether bald, short or fat. But his madness didn't stop there. At 18, even his own grandmother couldn't bear it and ordered his execution. He tossed them from a tower, watching peasants scramble for wealth. Elagabalus, a tale of power spiraling out of control. Thanks for watching, and until next time.
What if history's course could have been altered with a single bullet? As World War II drew to a close, whispers of a covert plan echoed through the British Special Operation Executive. With Winston Churchill's nod, a skilled marksman was primed to end Hitler's reign during his routine walks. But just as the trigger was about to be pulled, doubt crept in. Lieutenant Colonel Ronald Thornley cautioned against Hitler's assassination, arguing that Germany was on the brink of collapse. Churchill, swayed by the potential fallout, opted to withhold the fatal shot, fearing Hitler's martyrdom could prolong the conflict. And so a pivotal moment in history slipped away, leaving us to ponder the what-ifs of wartime intrigue. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time. Ever wondered who sent shivers down Hitler's spine during World War II? Meet the fearless female sniper who made him tremble in his boots. In the midst of chaos and destruction, she stood tall, her aim deadly, her resolve unshakable. With every shot fired, she struck fear into the heart of the enemy, disrupting their plans and turning the tide of war. Hitler himself feared her name, knowing that her skill and determination posed a threat to his regime. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time. Ever wondered what it would be like to predict the future? Meet Elizabeth Barton, a 16th century peasant turned renowned nun. At just 19, her life took a remarkable turn when she began experiencing visions of death and destiny. Her prophecies garnered widespread fame until one fateful vision involving King Henry VII. Claiming to foresee his damnation if he divorced his wife, Barton challenged the king's authority. But her defiance came at a cost. Her head ended up on London Bridge, a cautionary tale of power and prophecy. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.